Let's talk about the Language Lab, because I know that's something that's new and an important piece of what you guys saw in in the past 4 years of.
That was something that was started eight to 10 years ago, looking at it, and we finally got it approved and started 3 years ago. Our students have always done phenomenally well in the reading and the writing of foreign languages. Where we're kind of lagging behind is the speaking and the listening. And this Language Lab, from the day it opened, has pretty much been full. It's a very interesting way of doing things. The teachers can listen to the whole group. They can hone in on one child. It's a great piece, and if you ever have a chance to get into the high school at an open house or something and get in there and see it, it's really added a lot to the high school curriculum.
I know my daughter in Spanish, they used it. I think you get a slotted time once or twice a month or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, she said it's great because you can actually hear and talk without hearing everybody else around you, and you can talk to individual people and the teacher, and yeah, it's very popular and very necessary.
Technology is such a critical piece of education today, and I know you just mentioned about the students at Dodd with Chromebooks.
Right.
And it's my understanding that that program is even expanding, and that we'll be seeing that in 6th grade?
Well, there is a Chromebook for every 6th grader. They're not allowed to take them home. They use them in class. But it's also expanded on the higher end because 9th graders get a Chromebook as well now.
This is the first year that 9th grade, and they'll keep those through 12th grade.
Yeah.
So education is changing. Like I said, it's a very exciting time to be part of it and to see how things are changing and the direction that they're going in.
And I should mention the Chromebooks aren't just like a computer to write your papers on. They're a very useful learning tool. There's a lot of interaction with other students and the teacher while you're using it. I just don't want to give the impression that we're giving kids computers. We're not giving kids computers. We're giving them learning tools that they can take with them.
And through that, many of our teachers are now having paperless classrooms because kids can load up their papers onto the web and into Google Docs, and so paper is becoming
That's good.
Archaic almost.
But they still write.
They
still know how to write.
They still do write.
All right, crystal ball time. Both of you return to Board of Education this fall.
Yay.
What are the issues that you're going to be facing over the next term of the next 4 years of Board of Education in Cheshire?
Well, another exciting thing, as well as our Language Lab, is the Curriculum Committee is hoping to hear a report in the next few months on how we can implement foreign language in the elementary schools. We all know that kids at the lower elementary grades especially are sponges, and that's the time to start foreign language, and I'm very excited about that and seeing if we can't get that into the elementary schools so that we'll be K through 12 in foreign language.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the results of this master facility study.
Right.
I think the budget is going to be big, but I think I can't really answer what's going to happen over the next 4 years because so much of it is sort of not quite dependent on this study, but that will certainly be a good roadmap.
And budget, as always, budget time is always an interesting time to reflect and to look at what's going on in the schools and what is important. And I think our budgets have been lean in the last few years. I think Dr. Florio and his staff has done a great job. And at the board level, we look at what's going on and where we think we might be able to cut back, and we do when we can.
The answer is we are.
Yeah. We've got about 2 minutes left, so it gives me a segue into my last question, which is we've heard a lot on the town council side about declining enrollment. So enrollment's declining in students, but yet the Board of Education is asking for more money. So where's the truth here and the bottom line of what actually is the story with declining enrollment in some of your budget requests?
Well,
either one.
I will go. enrollments are cyclical. So we are on a downward trend, although our enrollment is not dropping as quickly as we have been told, and that's actually been the pattern for
And that's a
the
great
past
point.
3 or 4
Yes.
years. So yeah, enrollment is dropping, but not as much. And ironically, this year enrollment in K through second grade, I think, was actually up a little bit. So that's the short answer on enrollment. When you have schools in the shape that our schools are in, you need to make repairs to them, and that's a large part of the budget. A lot of things are contractual.
Right.
You still have to pay teachers and staff, and that certainly isn't going to go down.
And a place where we've seen increases in the last few years is special ed.
Yes.
Right.
You know, transportation and special ed outplacement and the numbers of students in town that are requiring special services. But, you know, as we all see at home, you know, everything is going up, and we still have, you know, we still have to run the buildings, we still have to heat them, and electricity and all of those things. So, as Marlena said, our enrollment is going down, but not by the numbers. We're seeing about half of what they're telling us. So.
And our per pupil expenditure
It's
is still one of the lowest in the
in the
state.
In the state, yeah.